So I ever tell you the story of Charleston White? Charleston White, interesting character, man. He came to San Diego and a friend of mine asked me to pick him up. I picked him up in the Bentley, and then he ended up, I do exotic cars and stuff like that. So he ended up using the Bentley. Him and his squad was out having a good time in San Diego. Now this Bentley is like special Mansory edition, and pristine, over 100K, $1,000. Okay, it came back banged up, which is my worst fear. So I looked at it and I looked at the accident in the front and I said, okay, this might be 4 or 5K. Then I thought about Charleston White and the impact that he was making in the world right now. He's everywhere, okay? Love him, hate him, whatever the case may be, he's everywhere. And so for me, as somebody who's passionate about what I'm doing, I have a message. I'm like, you know what? I got to deliver this message. And if he's making an impact all across the world right now, then there's a bigger opportunity here than this little crash for $4 or $5,000. So this is one example, man. I had to think outside of that, man. I said Charleston White. I said, look, man, we got bigger fish to fry. So yeah, at the end of the day, Charleston White crashed my car. Funny story. A lot of people ask me how I first got my start in this. I was couch surfing, man. I was sitting on somebody's couch for months, and I was lucky to be there because at this point, I was at a very low point in my life. I had no job. I had nothing. I might have had $8 to my name, and I started learning credit and working on credit, and I got my first 2 credit cards. It took about 4 months. 2 credit cards worth a total of $16,000. That was more money than I had had in a very long time. And the first thing I did is I got a 2 bedroom apartment. Why I got a 2 bedroom apartment is because I had a son. My son had been going back and forth with my parents and other people, and I wanted him to have a stable place. But then I sat back and I looked at those 2 credit cards, man. I said, dang, this is it. This is a way out. See, I had known about credit and I had studied credit, but to actually see it manifest in itself, it was a trip. And it made a believer out of me. And then I just grew from there, man. I ain't never looked back, And from there, I've literally put up millions on the scoreboard by using credit, leveraging credit, helping other people grow their businesses, business funding. I mean, the rest is history. Here we are today.